here at Lightspeed, busy and beautiful stand. So what did Lightspeed bring to Europe this year?
Well, good morning. We brought all of our products this year. We have 3 products in our product line now, and but what we're very excited about is the introduction to Europe, to the European market, of our newest product, which we call Zulu PFX. It was introduced last year at Oshkosh in July, but this is the first opportunity for the European pilots to get a chance to try it, and we're very excited to be demonstrating it all day long. Very busy here in the stand.
So from Oshkosh to Germany, this is the first time in Europe for PFX.
Exactly, yes. So and some of the things that are so interesting about Zulu PFX, we're calling this the first of a new generation of headsets. We sort of liken it to what happened in the cell phone industry when there were regular cell phones and then suddenly the world changed and there were smartphones. We really think of this as the first smartphone of aviation headsets, and I'd be happy to walk you through a couple of the features as to why we say that. Well, we call it Zulu PFX, and the PFX stands for Personal Flying Experience. And we use that terminology because there are features in the headset that are very personalizing to the pilot. One of the things that people will notice is that these microphones on the outside are now listening to ambient sounds that are part of the cockpit sound environment, and they will, and it personalizes to the environment of wherever the headset is.
Right.
So what we say about Zulu PFX is that it personalizes to your ears, your environment, and your preferences.
Right.
So that's about the environment. The other thing that's very interesting about this headset is that it personalizes to the pilot's ears. And so by doing that, what it does when the pilot puts it on, or the passenger, when the wearer puts it on, they push a button on the control unit, and that produces a little tone that you hear. And what that tone does is it is actually measuring the auditory landscape of that individual's ears.
That's amazing.
It's absolutely amazing. Yes.
And it's so useful. It's going to be so useful for everyone.
And so every individual that wears the headset can have that, has that personalization, and so from that point on, the active noise reduction is tailored to that person. Right. So whether you have a bigger head, a smaller head, you know, it tailors to you.
I mean, you explain everything perfectly already. We can figure it out how the flight difference will be so different, so personalized, so tailor-made, and will enhance so much the joy of flying itself, basically.
Yes, yes, it definitely adds to the enjoyment of flying. The third part of the personalization is in what we call preferences.
Right.
And in the preferences, that's really handled through an app, through an Apple app on an iPhone or an iPad. And there's a whole menu of things that pilots can choose in there, and it gives them a lot of control over how they want the information delivered into the headset. So it's not us making all the decisions for the pilot gets to make their own choices.
Right,
yeah.
right. So into the community, into the digital community already with this product. So this is a way further than everything else we've had before. That's it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
And then one of the smart features about it, one of the things that beyond just all of the amazing technology that makes it quieter for the pilot, ultimately it's quiet, it's comfortable, but it also now has the ability to be upgraded. And so inside the control unit here, which this is really a miniature computer in and of itself, inside the control unit there's a micro USB port. You can see that there.
Yeah,
and
what
that does is it gives the pilot the ability to plug in to their computer and get a download from Lightspeed. So as technology evolves, as we create new features for the headset, you just get a download from Lightspeed and you have something new in the headset.
It's going to be good for private pilots, that's for sure, but mostly, I guess, for commercial or training pilots, because you can do many things. When you can collect information for your real flight environment, think about the applications, endless.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a great headset for everyone. It's great for someone who's in a training environment because the app can do the recording of their flight, and at the end of the flight they can listen to everything. It's also great for anybody who's just a general aviation pilot because it's very comfortable to wear, very easy to use, and in any kind of aircraft, whether you're flying something with a Rotax engine all the way up to the biggest turboprops, it's gonna do a really good job on the noise environment, and super comfortable to wear also.
Absolutely, we're sure you're going to receive a lot of fantastic feedback from the pilot community, and we said it all. I guess it's time to wear one of these Lightspeed sets, enjoy the silence and the comfort, isn't it?
Yes, thank you. And so many times people ask us another question, which is why would I want to choose a Lightspeed? And
there you go. Exactly. Why should I choose one of them Lightspeed?
Right. We also have, in addition to Zulu PFX, we have 2 other products. So we have a good product for anyone. And Lightspeed is still getting a little bit known in Europe. Yeah. And so some of the things that we like to say are that, one, this is what we do. We do aviation headsets. As you and I were talking, I'm a pilot. We make things that are for pilots. Sure. And we put features into things that pilots are going to love in their flying experience. So we're aviation focused. We innovate at a very rapid rate. And we take great care of our customers.
Right.
We have local service in Europe, and we just really make sure that everyone has an amazing experience with their Lightspeed headset. And so we hope more pilots will give Lightspeed a try.